Mr. Murphy, in a recent request for information, VA responded to this committee that they could not provide the total number of Gulf War era veterans who were in receipt of service-connected disability benefits for CMI because VBA does not have a diagnostic code to identify only CMI-related claims, and it could not be separated from other undiagnosed illnesses. Other than CMI, what other undiagnosed illnesses does VA award service-connected benefits for?
Mr. Chairman, I don't have the answer to that question, but I can tell you that they are covered under a group of undiagnosed illnesses, which makes it very difficult without literally sitting down and going through file page by page, veteran by veteran to come in.
No, I think the question is what other undiagnosed illnesses are there that benefits are awarded for, other than CMI?
That's one I have to take for the record. I don't have an answer.
You don't know?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay. I want that information.
Yes, sir.
If you are awarded if you are awarding service connection for other undiagnosed illnesses, then why does 38 CFR 3.317, referring to the statute, regulation, the only regulation which explicitly mentions undiagnosed illness and CMI, and in fact is labeled, quote, compensation for disability due to undiagnosed illness and medically unexplained chronic multi-symptom illness, unquote, specifically state that it applies to Persian Gulf veterans, defining both that phrase and the phrase, quote, Southwest Asia Theater of Operations, unquote, within the regulation.
I don't understand the question, Mr. Chairman.
Well, why don't we take that one for the record?
Okay.
Why doesn't VA have a specific diagnostic code to evaluate CMI? Is this something that is being looked into as part of the current rating schedule revision that is taking place?
Yes, absolutely. Under the Vassar D rewrite project, this is absolutely being considered as a change because the entire volume in its entirety is under rewrite.
And Mr. Chairman, there's kind of been a shift because the IOM report really has characterized this thing using the term and the kind of the nomenclature, chronic multisymptom illness. Up until this point, we've been using different nomenclature, medically unexplained or undiagnosed illnesses. It's the same symptoms, and it's almost any physical symptom a person can have that a person can get service connected for, a Gulf War veteran. It's just that now we're calling chronic multisymptom illness, and there's some debate about how do we create a case definition for exactly what that means. Originally, we said fatigue, idiopathic pain, and cognitive disturbances. Those were the three main ones, but then we started seeing bowel symptoms. We started seeing other neurological symptoms, so then they said really any symptom a person has. And now it's a new kind of characterization of it. It's not a new term, but now we're saying, look, this is chronic multi-symptom illness. This is the way we can get our arms around it and really start treating it more effectively.